Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, I just finished up my Rise coffee packet. I have like two more, but I want to try and start drinking a little bit of coffee. I haven't had much coffee. I've had some, but not much. So I usually only have 1 cup a day. And then I'll drink the Ticino in the afternoon because I really like the Ticino coffee. The other day I tried their tea bags, and they were good. They make a nice dark cup of tea. So I think I might like those. Anyway, today it's going to be 71 degrees. It's a little overcast, but that's not bad. And I have to do a little more work in the garden. But boy, am I sore. I think my fibro is flaring up again. But you got to keep moving. I mean, laying around is not good either. So I try and do a little sitting, a little laying down, a little activity, and that seems to get me through the day. So I have a few more plants to put in. I want to plant some mint around the foundation of the house, but I'm going to put it in pots because mint is invasive. So I'm going to try that to keep some of the critters out, and I know mice don't like it. So I'm going to give that a try and see what happens. So I also bought some foundation spray. I have some for bugs and I have some for mice too. So I'm hoping to keep them away from the house and more in the woods and in the garden. At least that's the plan. So besides the mint, I have to continue emptying my pots. I'm still on that mission to cut back on my pots, and I've already emptied a lot of pots, but there's still more to go. And some of the pots I'm going to keep, and some I'm getting rid of. So it's a process, especially if you have some physical problems. It takes a long time to get things done, but you got to keep trying, you got to keep going, and you got to simplify. That's one of the main objectives. You have to simplify because it's too hard to keep up, and then what happens is it compounds and you get more and more and more stuff laying around, and you can do less and less because you become overwhelmed, and that's not good. You don't want that to happen. So anyway, that's what I found to be true. So I'm enjoying sitting on my deck when I'm done with my chores. I like to sit out there, but I have a robin that built a nest, and I don't like to disturb her. I should have taken the nest down when she first started building it, but I didn't. And I certainly don't want to take it down now because I'm sure she has eggs in there. Cheers. Very good. So anyway, that'll be my day today. We're supposed to get some rain a little later. There's like a 50% chance. So I'll go out in a little while and start doing a few things and see how far I get. I have plenty of things to do in the house. That's never an issue. I always have things to do. So, all right, I will meet you over there at the budget book. All right, here I am back at my budget book. I do this almost every morning, I would say 95% of the time. I track what I've spent the day before, and I either get a check mark or a red X, and it sort of keeps me in line. But I have spent a lot of money the last couple months on my garden, on flowers and things like that. I did buy a couple more of the higher raised beds, and those are so nice. They're much nicer than the city pickers that sit on the ground, but the city picker boxes that I have on a stand are nice too. And those actually are not that expensive. So maybe eventually I'll replace everything with a higher raised bed. But this year I've cut back quite a bit on the plants that I'm planting. I know what I've eaten in the past and what was easiest to grow for me. So I think I might have to get another half flat of flowers, though. I'm not sure. I want to plant what I already have, and I'm going to try and maybe do that today. And as I'm doing that, I'm also emptying pots. I'm using that as extra dirt. I'm loosening up the dirt in the pots that I have and reusing it, because it's way too expensive to replace all that dirt every year. So yesterday I did not spend any money, so that's good. And after I get my garden set up, I'm going to try very hard to get back to a low spend. So I'm still trying to do the low spend, but I'm definitely not on a no spend. So I got to get back to that and concentrate more on that, and start getting more money together for Christmas, start looking ahead for that. I know some people, it's like, oh, don't talk about Christmas, but I'm trying to plan ahead this year, and I'm trying to put $100 into my Christmas fund every month. Am I going to be able to do that? I'm not sure. So far, so good. But we'll see, because the last few years where I was paying off my debt, Christmas got to be very stressful for me, because I love to give gifts, and it's something that I really don't want to scrimp on. I love to give my family gifts. It's one of the few things that I really enjoy doing. Well, not few things. I enjoy doing a lot of things, but it really gives me pleasure. And so I don't want to scrimp on that. Not that I go overboard. I used to. Oh my gosh, I used to buy so many Christmas gifts, and then I'd be wrapping and wrapping. And now what I like to do, I like to give money, and then everybody gets a small gift to open. So that's what I like to do. It's a whole lot less work for me. And all my grandkids and kids are at the point where they know what they like. And so I just give them money, and they can get whatever it is they want. But I do want to give each of them a little something to open too, which I usually kind of like to try to limit to a $25 gift. But if somebody tells me that they want something specific, then I'll get them that item, and then they will either get less money than everybody else who didn't get a gift that they wanted, or that's the way I do it. You know, I try and keep the monetary things that I give them fairly equal. So this year, I don't want the stress of getting Christmas things. So that's one thing I tried to simplify was Christmas and birthdays. They get money too. My one grandson, his birthday is going to be on Wednesday, and he's going to be 17. Gosh, I can't believe it. You know, it seems like just yesterday I was going over there and babysitting a couple times a week anyway. So, yeah, time has really flown by. Anyway, my two youngest grandchildren are still preteens, but they're growing up too. So, time moves on. What's that saying? Time waits for no one. So, better make the best use of your time that you can. And even if that's just, you know, relaxing and reading a book and, you know, the more of us need to do the things we like to do instead of always doing the things that we have to do. At least that's my opinion. So, all right, well, I'm going to relax for a little bit, have some coffee, and see what I can get done outside today. Well, I'm babysitting my daughter's new puppy. This is Mia. And she has a whole bunch of toys. And our moo man is sick. He's got to go to the vet today. What have you got there, baby puppy? She has the prettiest eyes. She's a panda shepherd. And I think she's 10 weeks old, something like that. Dog likes to eat everything. Mia, what are you eating now? No, 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 no. Come here. Well, slow progress in the garden today. I wanted to get this mint planted and also my flowers, but that didn't happen. My daughter is out of town and her dog is sick, so my grandson and I had to take him to the vet, and that was like an all-afternoon endeavor, but that's okay. I did get a few flowers planted, and so it's looking pretty good back here. I still have to do these 2 boxes, and this mint will be going into pots. So it's starting to shape up. And I don't know, I'm thinking about just letting this ivy grow. We'll see, either that or I have to cover it with cardboard and put mulch on top. I haven't decided yet. So the other thing that I got done, I finally got that big huge clump of oregano out of this garden bed, and I planted some spaghetti squash here, and I figured it could grow along here. And this is yellow squash. I also planted some flowers. And then I planted the clump of oregano roots. One here and one here. I don't use these for gardening. I used to put canna lilies in there, but I'm not buying those this year. They only bloom once, and I just don't feel like it's worth it. So I trimmed some of the bushes. I have to put this back in the woods. I throw all my scraps in the woods back here. So I figure nature can do its job. So that's what I got done in the garden today. So I still have to do some weeding. Still have some flowers that I need to plant. And these, I need to put some in these hanging baskets. And then I'm emptying this pot because it has a hole in it. So some of it will be going in that pot and that pot. And my beautiful rhododendron is finally bloomed. I think that's such a pretty color. And I have another one over here that's also getting ready to bloom, right there. So it's coming along. Slow progress, but it's better than no progress. So that is my garden update for today. And it's getting cool now, so I'm going to go in and relax. It's been a long day. Where's my other buddy? There he is. He's sniffing around there. Hi, buddy. All right, let's go in, gang. Let's go inside. Still have to put all this away. I have lots of cleaning up to do yet, but I'm not stressing about it. I'm just doing it at my own pace, and that's what I like to do. All right. I'll meet you inside. Well, I am so happy to be home and in my jammies and my TV. I have this aquarium scene going, which is very relaxing. So, my daughter's dog is a Cane Corso. He's a big guy. And they had to knock him out in order to do what they had to do. They wanted to get x-rays and cut his nails. He hates his nails cut. And a dog that size, if they don't want their nails cut, you know, it's a chore. So we were at the vet's for a good 2 hours while they did what they had to do. They gave him some fluids and a shot for nausea. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that our Mac will be all right. He's 10 years old, so, you know, he's getting up there for such a big dog. But it took both my grandsons to get him out of the car because he was just out of it, and it was so pathetic. He kept wandering around, and you could tell his eyes were all glazed over, and it was like, what happened? So I'm hoping that, fingers crossed, he'll be all right. So I didn't get too much done in the garden today, but now it's pretty chilly. And I made myself some of the chocolate raspberry Ticino, so cheers. Oh, that's heavenly. So I'm going to just relax now and call it a day. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.